What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with some more draft lottery rebuilds as we are now at the number 3 overall pick, and that being the Houston Rockets. So today we're going to be doing a Jabari Smith Houston Rockets rebuild. Before we get into today's video, guys, if you could drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new around here, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I do want to quickly just go ahead and say, I understand that Jabari Smith might not be at 3 for the Rockets based off the first 2 rebuilds that we did. This is the only reason why I'm doing it this way. Like I said, I've seen a lot of differing opinions about where each big man's going to go as far as draft order is concerned. And I honestly think it's a toss-up. So this could literally go either way. I could have all 3 of these wrong right now. We did a Boncaro Thunder based off your guys' votes. And then we did a Chet Holmgren Magic based off what the stream was telling me when they first won that pick. Everybody was saying Chet Holmgren Magic. So that's what I did. And I did a poll for Jabari or Paulo Boncaro for the Thunder. And everyone voted for for Paulo Boncaro. It was like 60-40, but still. Regardless, that's why we're here doing Jabari Smith. So as we know, the Rockets have Christian Wood. They have John Wall needing to figure out. They have Jalen Green, who they drafted last year. And honestly, it feels like I haven't done a Rockets rebuild in forever. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and get started. So I actually already have the coaching staff filled out. Now, I don't know why Dwayne Casey's the head coach here in Houston, and I can't fire him. I literally can't do anything. So yeah, I guess he's going to be the head coach this year making $0. There's literally nothing I can do to fix it. So it's just going to have to be what it is. But got the staff completely done. I should start doing the staff before I even start the rebuild because that part is really boring. But regardless, we're going to draft with the 3rd overall pick. And then we also have number 17 in this draft as well, which is really nice. So we're going to be able to draft 2 guys here and feel really good about our chances going forward. So let's jump into this draft. And obviously, I'm not sure the draft order will go completely correct as the Magic are on the clock. They're going to take Paulo Boncaro. I don't know if the Thunder will take Holmgren or not. If they do, and of course, we get, let's see. They took Holmgren. Okay, it worked out perfectly for us anyway. Holmgren, obviously, I had going to the Magic and then Boncaro to the Thunder in those rebuilds, but I will 100% take Jabari Smith Jr. here and not have to fix it. Jabari Smith falls to me at number 3. Super happy with that. The Rockets should feel pretty good about any of those 3 big men they get, though. If you're in the top 3, you're feeling really good about life right now. But at number 17, what else could we add to this roster is the question. So you have Jeremy Sohan. You have Ochai Agbaji. I took him in the last video, so I don't think I'll take him today. Tari Eason is also here. You have Trace Jackson Davis, Mark Williams, Nikola Jovic, Jabari Walker, Usman Dang. But I think I'm going to take Jeremy Sohan here. I've heard that his offensive game isn't great, but his defensive potential is really nice. Also 6'9". So I'm going to take Jeremy Sohan with this 17th overall pick. And I'm going to feel pretty good about that. So we come out of the draft with Jabari Smith Jr. and Jeremy Sohan. So welcome to the team. Both of you guys feeling really good about that. So he's from Baylor. Jabari is from Auburn, right? There we go. So we got both of them coming into Houston. Player options, John Wall accepts his player option, of course. Kevin Porter Jr. accepts his team option. And Jay Sean Tate, we're going to accept his team option as well. So Kevin Porter and Jalen Green. I want to be the backcourt of the future for this team. I think they're both really nice, but I could also see a world where the Houston Rockets potentially eventually replace Kevin Porter Jr. But when he first got there, he was really good, lighting the world on fire. But Bruno Fernando is our only free agent we have to worry about. If we look at the roster as it stands right now, you have John Wall, you have Kevin Porter Jr., who I want to be the starting point guard of this team. I don't know why he's frustrated right now, but he is. You have Josh Green and Jalen Green, I should say, and Josh Christopher. Josh Green is on the Mavericks. And then you got Eric Gordon. We drafted Jeremy Sohan. You got Garrison Matthews, David Nwaba. Then you have Jabari Smith Jr. We just drafted Jay Sean Tate, Kenyon Martin Jr. And then, of course, you have Christian Wood, which there's been some rumors about him going around. So, honestly, when I take a look at this roster, we have a few veterans I think we should try to clean up. So, we have Christian Wood. You have Eric Gordon. And then, of course, John Wall being the biggest one with that $47 million contract. I don't know how this John Wall saga is going to end with Houston. I don't know if it'll be via trade, if they're going to buy him out, if he would be one to give some money back so Houston doesn't pay his whole salary. I don't know. I'm going to try to trade him just because I can't really predict if a buyout's going to happen, but I can definitely predict that the Rockets would try to trade him. So Eric Gordon, kind of same thing. Technically an expiring contract because his money next year isn't guaranteed. So I feel like there'd be a team that might be willing to take him on. And Christian Wood, also an expiring contract. And I feel like a lot of teams would line up for Christian Wood services. But we could also very well just keep Christian Wood next to Jabari Smith Jr. and kind of have an interesting front court. So either way, we want to do that. But I am going to go ahead and start off with trying to trade Eric Gordon. I do want to get rid of Eric Gordon personally. So the Chicago Bulls are offering me a second and Ayo Dosunmu. I mean, I would definitely do that, but I don't know if Chicago would really do something like that. Dosunmu made an all-rookie team, so Memphis Grizzlies giving me 2 first-round picks for Eric Gordon. I don't think Eric Gordon would get you that much. Duncan Robinson, you got Charlotte offering me a first and a second. Evan Fournier, Chumo Kiki. I don't see why the Orlando Magic would do that. And then you have Davis Bertans. Okay, honestly, I would do this trade, but the Magic would have to give me a first if I was going to take on Bertans' contract, to be honest with you. Buddy Hield. No, I'm good on that. Kelly Olynyk, and then the Thunder, they're not going to do that. Malik Beasley, and then Greg Brown for the Portland Trailblazers. So I guess the Blazers, if they were looking, I don't know, man, because the Blazers, like, yes, they say they have cap space, but they really don't. They have a bunch of trade exceptions. So Eric Gordon would fit into one of those trade exceptions, but why would you use your trade exception for Eric Gordon? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm not doing that either. So I think I'm going to try to trade him to the Mavericks, but I'm going to try to get a first out of him. So Eric Gordon, you give me a first round pick and I'll do this trade. Let's see if they accept that. They want my Milwaukee unprotected. Not going to happen. I won't take Sterling Brown off your hands. How about that? Eric Gordon for Bertans. I'll take that contract and we get a first round pick. And they want a first still. Okay, not going to work. All right, I guess I'll have to get more creative regarding a Eric Gordon trade because that was not going to happen. So then I'm going to trade Eric Gordon to the Memphis Grizzlies. Just get a couple second round picks out of him. So I'm just off his contract completely. And they accept that. So the Grizzlies get themselves another guy who could be a really interesting option for them off the bench, make their team that much better. So I like that a lot. Eric Gordon is gone. Next is John Wall. So I have to make John Wall, healthy first before I can even attempt to trade him. And the obvious answer is the Russell Westbrook thing that's been kind of going around. So instead of buying out John Wall, you get a first round pick and you get to buy out Russell Westbrook, basically. So we could do that, which that's been the rumor that's been kind of going around, which does make a little bit of sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So John Wall, I'm going to throw in the trade finder. We got Cavaliers offering LeVert and Kevin Love. But of course, I'm looking for the Lakers to offer me something, and they did not. So let's go to the Los Angeles Lakers, and let's see if I can make this trade happen. So we could also find a way to throw Christian Wood in there. This was the trade that was kind of rumored. So maybe we can try to do something like this. So Russell Westbrook, which his trade value actually isn't even that bad, but we get one of those first round picks in the future. So we could just try this straight up. John Wall, Russell Westbrook in a first. They want David Nwaba, a second. They'll give me Taylor Horton-Tucker. Okay, let's do the real life trade that was rumored. Christian Wood, John Wall for Taylor Horton-Tucker, Russell Westbrook, and a first round pick. This was kind of a real life rumor. So let's do this trade in the offseason, and let's see if they would accept this. They say they don't want to take on an extra salary, which makes no sense. I guess no. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll keep Christian Wood if you don't want to do that. That would have been the trade that made the most sense for you guys, but we'll do this instead. You could offer me that, what you were offering me earlier. So you could have David Nwaba, and we'll take Taylor Horton-Tucker from you. Sure, why not? We'll do that trade if that's what you want to do. So tried to give them Christian Wood. They said no. Fine by me. I get THT basically for free, and I get a first round pick on top of it. So we get Russell Westbrook, which I am going to buy him out. So Russell Westbrook's gone. He's not going to be on this roster, but we got a first round pick, and we got THT to do so. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Next was Christian Wood, which again, we could potentially just keep Christian Wood right now, or we could trade him still, which I tried to throw him in that other trade. Did not work out for us, but it kind of worked out, which is fine because we got a first in THT. So as far as trading Christian Wood, I would want a first round pick for him. I think the Sacramento Kings are from Rashawn Holmes in a first, which that is a unprotected 2023 pick from Sacramento, which I actually find pretty intriguing. Would the Kings really do something? I mean, the Kings are desperate. The Knicks are too, and that is a unprotected Knicks pick. Okay, definitely want to do one of these trades. For sure want to do one of these trades. Which one do I want to do? I feel like the Kings are probably the better route to go. So I am going to accept that Kings trade. The Kings are desperate. You could argue the Knicks are probably desperate as well after not making the playoffs, but we get Rashawn Holmes contract for a few years. That's fine with me. We get that first round pick that's going to make it worth my while. I'm okay with that. Christian Wood is gone, and we get Rashawn Holmes as a center just for now. He's probably going to be a bench center, nothing crazy. And we could probably flip Rashawn Holmes later on as well because he's actually a decent center, and I'm sure there would be some teams lining up for him. But I think that's going to be our offseason. So Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, and Josh Christopher. You got Jeremy Sohan, Garrison Matthews, THT now. You have Jabari Smith Jr., Jishawn Tate, Kenyon Martin Jr., and then Alperen Şengün, Rashawn Holmes. So yeah, I'm liking that offseason. I like exactly how this went. So going straight to player progression for this team, we have Jalen Green go up to an 84, Kevin Porter Jr. up to a 79, Kenyon Martin up to a 78, Şengün, THT went up as well. So there's going to be a lot of minutes to fight for a lot of guys here, but we are a very young up-and-coming roster, and I like our future. I think we're going to be really good in a couple of years, especially that Kings pick becomes something for us next year. We're going to be in good shape, but I'm hoping to tank this year and then have that Kings pick as well hopefully fall to us. So the starting five would be Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, THT, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Şengün, Josh Christopher, Kenyon Martin Jr., Jay Sean Tate, and Rashawn Holmes, which I'm okay with. I want to put a 10-man rotation, though. That way, Jeremy Sohan gets some minutes as well. But I'm okay with this. We're going to see how this is going to look year number 1. I'm actually really excited. Shot tendencies, as far as that is concerned, we have Jalen Green shot tendency, really nice. Jabari Smith is really low, but that should develop as we go along, so I'll leave it the way it is. I want Kevin Porter Jr. to take some shots as well. And then Taylor Horton-Tucker, I wouldn't mind if he took a little bit more shots being in a new situation, so I'll put like 73. But I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it the way it is now. We're going to simulate this season. Hopefully the Kings suck. Hopefully we suck. We go into this offseason with so many draft picks. That'd be really nice. So at the end of the season, Luka wins MVP. We're kind of used to all this. Jabari didn't get Rookie of the Year or anything like that, but we were the worst team, which is great. The Kings made the plan. Okay, that kind of sucks. I would have loved if the Kings bottomed out as well, and then we had like 2 top 3 picks, but didn't work out that way. 25 from Jalen Green, 16 from Kevin Porter Jr., 13 from Josh Christopher, 11 from THT, 11 from Alperen Şengün, and then 10.5 from Jabari Smith Jr. So I expected Jabari to keep getting better, but we bottomed out. We were really bad, so that just leads us to a whole another draft pick, which is going to be nice. So let's go ahead and take a look if the Kings can lose in the playoffs, which would be really nice because then we'll have their pick as well. So it'll be De'Aaron Fox, AJ Griffin, which I actually kind of like that pick from Sacramento. Sabonis, Christian Wood. Let's see what happens. Simulate through game, and the Kings lose. Exactly what we needed. So the Kings are in the lottery, and we get their pick. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking go. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the offseason, shall we? Let's get to the offseason and see where our pick's going to fall. If we find a way to get the number 1 overall pick, bro, that'll be insane. The Pistons going to win the championship, so Cade Cunningham and the Pistons already got it figured out, while I'm over here with Houston bottoming out with Jalen Green. So we got to fix that. Let's go to draft lottery, and then we need to get a new head coach because Dwayne Casey, I think, is gone now. And yeah, he retired this time. I'm not sure why he's on the Rockets, but draft lottery time. Let's see where we're at. So we are projected. Pick number 2 via the... Wait, so where's our pick at? I'm confused. Why aren't we listed like really high? Because we're the 15th seed. I guess it says Nets via Houston, but still, it's kind of weird. All right, wait, did the net? No, this is a pick swap, isn't it? Okay, but it shouldn't be swapped, right? Hopefully it's not. Okay, we got the Sacramento Kings pick as well. 14 goes to the Celtics. So that's good. So I kind of actually want to watch this because this will be for the Victor sweepstakes here. If we get number 1 overall, we got number 13 from the Kings. We'll take that as well. So thank you, Sacramento, with that. We'll take that for sure. Number 12 goes to Phoenix. Hopefully nobody jumps into the top 4. That's exactly what we need. And if we're in the top 3, potentially land number 1, we just won the Victor sweepstakes, and we have a Jabari Smith Victor front court. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. And number 10, we have the Nuggets, which they are going to get that pick. Okay, so we are good so far. Number 9, let's see. No surprises thus far. Knicks are projected number 9, so Knicks in the lottery again. Not good. Warriors, so Knicks jumped to the top 4. That's not good. Okay, number 8, we got the Thunder, which doesn't totally rule us out yet. So Thunder stand number 8. Only one team moved up, so we're still fine. Now we're into the top 7. Hopefully we don't fall anywhere near 7. So we got the Bulls at number 7, which the Bulls have picked at 7 a lot, and that's from the Portland Trail Blazers. So technically the Blazers would keep that pick because their pick is lottery protected for like a long time. The Wizards just jumped to the top 4. Okay, that's not good. Oh no. This is projected to be us. It is us. We got the 5th pick, bro. Come on. Number 5? Seriously? Number 4? So we got the 5th pick. The Wizards got number 4, and I think that's it. That's it, basically. Bulls get number 3, unless we have this Nets pick, I guess, which I don't think we do. Knicks have the 3rd pick. Okay. Number 2 is the Bulls. Okay, so the Bulls are number 2, and it's the Knicks. Okay, so Knicks have their pick as well. So Knicks have number 2 and number 3, and they get the number 1 overall pick. Wow, bro. So we get number 5, while the Knicks have 2 and 3, and the Bulls get number 1. So that's disappointing for sure, but that's all right. Well, we'll get something good at number 5. The Knicks have back-to-back picks. That's kind of crazy, but let's go to staff signing, and let's see what we can get as far as our head coach is concerned. So we have Sloan, we have Steve Nash, we have Mike Malone, which I would take Mike Malone to be my head coach for this Rockets team. I love Mike Malone. So guard guru, I'll take Knight, and we'll have our coaching staff done. So Mike Malone is a new coach here in Houston. Got fired by Denver. Now he's the Rockets head coach, and he's going to make us a dynasty. Okay, 5, 13, and 22. I'm not going to move up in this draft this time. Let's just jump in, and let's see if we can get number 5. So number 5 and 13 and 22 on top of that, you have Derek Lively, which could also be another center we take. So I'm going to go ahead and take Derek Lively at number 5, and I'm going to be happy with that. So welcome to Houston at number 5. And then we have Şengün as well, which I am high on Şengün. You have Amon Thompson, Arsar Thompson, Carson Wallace, Amani Bates, who has definitely, fallen off a little bit, I've heard, but I might take 6'8". Let's see what I don't know how good these guys are. I don't really know any of these names. I know Amani Bates, obviously, but other than that, I really don't know. So Caleb Houston. I mean, he has the Houston in his name. So do we just take him? Yeah, why not? We'll take Caleb Houston. He got the Houston in his name. He's literally a rocket, man. And Thompson fell, so I'll take him and take my chances. So I'll be happy with that. And just like that, we come out of the draft with Derek Lively, 79 overall. And then at number 12, we got, or what was it, 13, we got Caleb Houston. And then at 22, we got Thompson, who fell, which I would have taken him at that other spot as well. So I'm happy with that. Player options, THT declines, Kenyon Martin Jr. will accept, Garrison Matthews will accept as well. And Jalen Green, of course, we're definitely wanting back. So Bruno Fernando, Kevin Porter Jr. is a free agent, which I want Kevin Porter Jr. back as well. But let's see if we get them all back. So we got Kevin Porter Jr., THT, who is a free agent. So if we look at our team right now as it stands, we have Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, which I like. Jeremy Sohan, now Thompson. We have a lot of logjam at small forward. Jabari and Kenyon Martin. And then you got Şengün, Lively, and Rashawn Holmes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and trade Rashawn Holmes this offseason. Get a draft pick or two for him, just because there's really no need for him on the team anymore. Rashawn Holmes, Sixers want to offer me a second. The Cavaliers want to offer me 2 firsts. Let's see what else I got. The Knicks are offering me a first. Yeah, why not? We'll take that pick from the Knicks. We get a first round pick for Rashawn Holmes, and then I think I'm going to sign and trade THT because there's really no room for him on the roster anymore. Jayshawn Tate I would like back. Kevin Porter Jr. I want back. So I'm going to sign and trade Taylor Horn Tucker and get him off the team because there's just a lot of small forwards I have right now. So I'm happy with that. We could, I think, sign Nikola Jokic, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to sign and trade THT, like I said, get some more draft capital out of THT. Let's see if anybody's willing to line up for this. I just want a first. If I can get a first, that's all I'm really asking for. The Lakers want him back for a first-round pick. Imagine. Devontae Graham, first-round pick, and Ricky Rubio. Yeah, we'll do business with the Pistons. Why not? We'll get them THT. So the Pistons get THT. We get Ricky Rubio, who's not going to be part of the rotation. And then, yeah, so we like our small forwards, like our power forwards, like our center. So really just waiting on Kevin Porter Jr. to come back, and we are ready. So I'll give Kevin Porter Jr. his extension on this team. I like him and Jalen Green as the backcourt here for the future. And then I think that'll be it. So let's go to player progression, and let's see what this looks like. So player progression, we got Jalen Green up to an 89. We got Jabari up to an 86, Şengün up to an 80, Kenyon Martin up to a 79, Christopher up to a 79. And Kevin Porter Jr. doesn't move, which is a little unfortunate. He's upset, apparently. I'm not sure why he would be upset, but whatever. We're going to go into this season still with, optimism that, maybe this is the year we make that move and get into the playoffs this year. Who knows? We'll see. So let's load this 2024 draft class, and then let's take a look at this rotation going into next year. So power ranking is going to land us kind of in the midst, so we should maybe surprise some people and get into the playoffs this year. So Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Thompson, Jabari, Derek Lively, Şengün, Christopher, Kenyon Martin, and Jeremy Sohan. So I like my rotation. Proficiency-wise, we're 3-star pace and space, and we could be, I guess we'll leave it at pace and space. So we'll move Mike Malone to pace and space. We're going to simulate this season. We're going to see what happens, and hopefully maybe we sneak in as a play-in tournament team or a playoff team. So in our second year with Jabari Smith Jr., we end up sneaking into the playoffs in the 5th seed in the West, which is a really good sign of things to come forward for us. So feeling really good about how things are looking. So 5th seed in the Western Conference for us. We get to go against the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 1, which this would be an entertaining series to watch. But 29 Jalen Green, 20 from Kevin Porter Jr. So Jalen Green and Kevin Porter backcourt, I honestly like it a lot, and I think they're going to be really good together. So 14 from Jabari, 12 from Alperen Şengün, 11 from Arsar Thompson, 11 from Christopher, and 10 from Derek Lively. So just a ton of young players, hungry and wanting to win. So I feel like we have a really good chance of maybe getting to the second round, maybe even the Western Conference Finals. We are playing Minnesota, though, so it's going to be tough. Anthony Edwards, D'Lo, Bagley, Towns, McDaniels. So we'll see what happens. Simulate the play-in. And then, honestly, I have nothing to lose. If we win this series, let's go. If we don't, no big deal. Somebody current round against Minnesota. One game, let's go, baby. Beat them in 5. And we're already in the West. I'm getting too ahead of myself. We're playing the 8th seed, so it looks really good as far as maybe getting to the Western Conference Finals. But they did get Jokic, and they did get RJ Barrett. LeBron James is gone. But now they have Jokic, which is interesting. So you have a really interesting front court. So guess I shouldn't count on making it to the Western Conference Finals just yet. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Game 3, down 3-0. And okay, can we maybe make a 3-0 comeback? Oh, okay, I was about to say that would have been cool. But the Lakers as the 8th seed go to the Western Conference Finals. The Mavericks go on to the finals and win the championship. But you know what? We were in a really good position there to get to the Western Conference Finals. Unfortunately, the Lakers had a interesting front court, so we have to worry about that next year. But I don't think we have a draft pick in the lottery this year, which is fine by me. Blazers won the number 1 overall pick, which I wish that was that. This year, we have the 18th pick via the Nets. But other than that, that's it. So probably won't even worry about the draft too much this offseason. Honestly, I'm looking just going to go forward and just keep going, man. So rookie signing, we have Cannon Carlisle, which is probably who I would have taken anyway. So I'm happy with that pick. Player options, we'll accept everybody here. Qualifying offers, Kenyon Martin, Jayshawn Tate, and Knicks. And then free agency, I don't think we have any free agents to worry about. I guess Kenyon Martin is here. Jayshawn Tate are both here. But honestly, we take a look. So we got backup point guard now, which is nice. I didn't mean to wave to the... I didn't go to the Raptors. Didn't mean to go to the Raptors. Kevin Porter Jr., Carlisle. You have Josh Christopher, Jalen Green. You have Sohan and Asar Thompson and Houston. And then you have Jabari. And you have Şengün and Lively. So, and then Garuba on top of that. So bird rights, I wouldn't mind Kenyon Martin. He's restricted. So I honestly expect him to come back. And then I don't know if Jayshawn Tate is restricted. He's 28 years old. So he must have been like a really old rookie. But he says he's not interested in signing with us anyway. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Jayshawn Tate's getting an offer. I'm not even gonna sign him. If he doesn't want to be with us, fine. Jayshawn Tate, you're gone. We'll just get Kenyon Martin back instead. And we're just gonna run it back again. I like my youth. I like my roster. And I think it's gonna progress even more. I really wish Kevin Porter Jr. was like gonna progress a lot, but fortunately, it doesn't look like the game is giving him that progression. Kenyon Martin Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., yeah, he's not progressing at all. His max potential must be really low, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But I think with him scoring 20 points per game, we'll still be fine there. So we're going to go into season number 3 with really high expectations based off what happened last year. And we're going to see if we can go win a championship this year. At the end of the season, Darius Garland, of all people, gets MVP in this 3rd year. Wagner's your rookie of the year. Sabonis 6th man on the Spurs. So the Kings didn't keep Sabonis for very long, I guess. AD defensive player. Johnson most improved in. Everett Brown's your coach of the year. So here's your all-NBA first team with Garland, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic. I don't know if it would get like Jalen Green on an all-NBA team, but I mean, I wouldn't mind if he was, but he's not on here. So we are the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. So things are on the up and up. So if we take a look at the player stats, we had 30 from Jalen Green, 17 from Jabari, 17 from Kevin Porter Jr., then 14 from Christopher, 10, and then 10 from both my centers, which we'll take. Block per game for Derek Lively, 8 from Kenyon Martin, and then 7 from Jeremy Sohan. So here we go. We are going to be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Lakers didn't even get in the playoffs this year, which kind of sucks because, I mean, like I said, we had a chance to make it to the Western Conference Finals last year. I don't know if we would have beaten the Mavericks, but we beat Minnesota last year, so hopefully, you know, we could just beat them again and we sweep them. So that's a good sign of things to come. And now we get to play the San Antonio Spurs. We have Bradley Beal and John Wall in San Antonio, which is funny. They have Sabonis, Keegan Murray, and Drummond. Okay. Interesting Spurs roster. Somebody current round against them. And it is 2-1 for them. We even it up, though. Can we have 3-2? Yes. Can we beat them in 6? No, game 7. Game 7 in Houston. Really hoping that we can get into the Western Conference Finals this year. I mean, we are here. We have a chance at home. Let's protect home court. Let's get to the Western Conference Finals. Come on, 2K. Give me the Western Conference Finals appearance. It is a close game, so nothing is guaranteed, but I think we got it. 116-132. Jalen Green drops 37-7 and 9 rebounds to add on to that. And now we get to play either Oklahoma City or Dallas. And honestly, wow, the Thunder are crazy looking right now. Holy crap. Give me the Dallas Mavericks. Give me the Dallas Mavericks. Oh, they got D-Book and Luka together? Man, these two were going at it in that series. Okay, I don't even know who I'd rather play. Somebody go around. Look at the Thunder. Okay. Oh, wait, that's the worst option. Oh, my goodness. We got the Thunder. They have Josh, Giddey, Levine, Chet Holmgren, Stewart, Bronny James. Dude, there's no way to win this series. Game 1. We're up 1-0. Okay, good start. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. And we even it up. Okay, we're not done. 3-2. Oh, my goodness. There's no way to beat the Thunder, right? Going to a game 7. Okay, it's game 7 in Oklahoma City. This is going to be tough, man. The Thunder are stacked right now. Okay, let's see. Can we do it? 2K is going to get me this far just for us to lose, isn't it? Yeah, we lost. Damn, bro. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. 109 to 112 to 140. Jalen Green drops 34. All right. Well, I mean, did we go again? Did we go again? We got the way. Okay, so yeah, I think we go again. We were one game away from the finals. Let's go again. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. So hopefully third or fourth time is a charm here. I can't even remember where we're at this point, but player stats wise, 26, 21, 15, 13. I mean, Jalen Green and Jabari up to 95 overall, you know, their own perspective. So we get to play the Lakers, who have Nikola Jokic. They no longer have Anthony Davis, but they have Devin Booker. So Devin Booker just signing one-year deals with teams. I don't understand. Okay. Let's somebody current around against the Lakers. Let's just go all in. Let's see what happens. If we lose, we lose, I guess. And we won. Okay, 1-7, but now we get to play the Thunder, who eliminated us last year. So it's going to be tough. Let's somebody current around against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we are going to get eliminated in 6. So I guess the championship was just not meant to be today, boys. Our best hope was winning that game 7 last year and getting to the finals. But all in all, I feel pretty good about the team we put together. Jabari, Jalen Green, Derek Lively, Jeremy Sowon, Christopher, and of course Kevin Porter Jr., who didn't progress as much as I would have wanted him to. His potential must be really bad, but regardless, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tomorrow we will be doing the Sacramento Kings, and I'm not sure who the Kings should take. Should they really take another Jaden Ivey or a Shaden Sharp or Keegan Murray? I'll probably make a poll on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.